And then let's come on up to sitting. Just sitting on your heels. You could cross your legs if you like, however you want. Let's take our arms out, and then you're gonna wrap your right arm over the left and hold on to your shoulders and give yourself a hug. Really relax the shoulders, and as you hold yourself, really get the sense that you are holding yourself. Maybe close your eyes and feel the comfort of that embrace. Say your name to yourself and say, I love you. And then opening the eyes and just looking, and if the elbows have passed each other, then the next step would be to weave those hands together and touch the thumb to the third eye. So this helps keep everything in alignment, that thumb touching the third eye. It also stimulates the space where the pituitary gland and the pineal gland reside, right behind that skull, in the center of your head. Take big, deep breaths all the way down into the belly. And you want your breath to, just like a vase gets filled from the bottom to the top, that's how the breath flows. It begins at the bottom of your lungs and fill the lungs up. And then exhale, pour out from the bottom of the lungs all the way out. Another deep inhale. Relax those shoulders. Long exhale. Release the arms, let them open. And now you take the other arm on top. So now it's the left arm on top, right arm under. And give yourself a hug. Relax the shoulders. Even that might be a little cheesy or corny feeling, but just really allow yourself to respond to those words of saying your name to yourself and saying, I love you. How does that feel? And then if the elbows are crossed, then you're ready to engage into the arms being in Garudasana. Touch the thumb to the third eye. And take some deep breaths, full-bodied breaths into the belly, feeling the ribs expand, feeling the lungs hug the heart. Long exhale. Another deep inhale. Keep those shoulders relaxed away from the ears, and exhale. Now release those arms. Let's take the left arm up over the back of our head and the right hand behind underneath. If that doesn't work for you, maybe you put your hand on the elbow, and then we'll just arc over slightly. So whether you're bound or not, you're gonna arc over. So the heaviness in the sit bone and the height of the elbow, keep the armpits soft. So we always wanna have soft armpits in this practice. It helps keep us at ease. And we're cultivating these practices that we're doing, we're exercising the muscle of compassion in the form of, our body is like an instrument that we could be cultivating, fight or flight and that aggressive energy and system, or we can be cultivating the compassionate system that is developed in our form. Let's release and do the other side. Feel that the spiraling that happens in the arms. Maybe you choose to hold that elbow with your other hand. And then arc over. And make sure you feel equal in the pelvis. So you're not popping that waistline out to the side. You're rising up out of a grounded pelvic floor and meeting yourself. Another deep inhale. And a long exhale. And release that. Let's come to sit in a cross-legged position. And place the hands on the knees and just take a moment to feel when, we've just been kind of contracting ourselves in these different ways, binding. So what does it feel like just to be at ease, free? And just honor the five organ system right now. We're going to take our hands and just place them right on your middle back, on the back body, right in the middle back. Your kidneys rest there. And they are the aquifers of the body. And I want you to imagine the belly button pressing back and letting those kidneys kind of float back into your hands. And just imagine the ocean. You are the ocean. And there's a swirling of energy in the ocean that's swirling into those hands and into those kidneys. And it's your own imagination, so be curious and open and willing to let the muse of you create some beautiful imagery that's focused on the water element. The kidneys is where they say fear rests. And if we can transform our fear, if we can accept and acknowledge that fear is an aspect of our experience, we can transform that into courage. Now, taking your hands around and putting it, and I'm not going to be a mirror or anything, I'm going to put my hands over my liver, which is on the right side. So your liver is on the right side of your body, right underneath those ribs, tucked up underneath the right ribs. And imagine that your hands are breathing energy into your liver, and the liver is also breathing energy into your hands. And the energy of the liver is springtime energy. It's the element of wood, and it's the color green. So imagine swirling colors of green, chartreuse green, forest green, emerald green, just swirling and pouring between the hands and that liver, the liver that cleanses the blood. Now this is, we've been working with so much focus on a virus. Let's focus on all of these beautiful, perfect systems and aspects of ourselves that work without our making a decision about it at all. The blood, carrying the oxygen through the body, the templates, the white and red blood cells. Our health and well-being depends on the liver cleansing our body. Let's give it that good green energy. And the energy and the emotion that is in the liver is the passion. And when passion gets tilted to one side, it can come into the form of jealousy, the anger. If we accept that those are emotions that we have, we can transform that and make a conscious choice to focus on creativity, focus on collaboration. And then slide your hands up to your heart and just press the hands over the heart and envision a beautiful rose-colored light swirling and pouring into the heart from your hands, and the heart radiating that red light. In the heart, we experience that longing for connection. Sometimes a sense of lack comes with that feeling in the heart that we're missing something. But on the other side of that is generosity. So whenever you feel that heart quiver, consider, what can you offer? What can you give? And then sliding the hands down to the, let's put one hand on the front of your body underneath the left rib cage, and the other hand at the back body. The spleen is deep within the body. It's an organ that's connected to the earth element. The color is a golden light that we want to pour into that spleen. The spleen supports our immune system. You know, it balances our digestion and, you know, the energy exchange that comes with the fuel that comes into our body. The emotion that is connected to the spleen is that sometimes we worry, we spin around things that don't even exist. And that's happening a lot here now because we're so in the future guessing what's going to happen because we don't know. So what we can cultivate here is faith that all is as it is. This is what's happening. We are a part of something. And the best thing that we can do is just rest in a state of presence and groundedness and acceptance. Willing and open and curious. And lastly, the lungs. So bringing your hands up on your chest and just placing your palms right over your chest on either side, envisioning those lungs. Just honoring this beautiful system that brings life force in. It's the portal to our life. Life force enters through the lungs into our body. The color is luminous light, like silver light. The element is metal. The energy here has to do with grief and sorrow and the movement of that, the ever changing experience of life where we have to let go to receive. We have to exhale so that we can take in the next inspiration. And that is the emotion that arises out of our experience of grief and sorrow is inspiration. So let's take one more breath, breathing in that beautiful silver light into these healthy lungs. And then as you exhale, release the hands and lay down on your back. Shake your legs out and shake your arms out. And come into Shavasana. Take a few moments here to sort of download everything that's just happened in the past hour. Just be open to receive. It's like taking all the nutrients in from the meal. I watch the moon set over the mountain that slopes into the western sea. On the playa, a white horse stands poised with one leg bent and the tip of his hoof nestled in the sand. With no saddle, just a loosely fitted rope over the arch of his stoic face, he is tethered to the tree. I love him. I wish for him to have no ruler. I wish for him to have no ruler. I love the moon. I honor that she is the ruler. I love the pathway of light that leads me across the waters to the moon. I love the rooster's crow and the chorus of the pulsing waters against the rocks. I love the slow and subtle lift of darkness, turning the sky from cobalt blue to pale turquoise. I ask the maker of all things to take my struggles that only rest within my mind away with the night. And I give thanks for the gift of a new day and a new opportunity to let go of fear and rest in faith and be inspired by the magic of this ever-giving earth.